Hey, my friends, how are you? After the free practice one that took place a little while ago, we're back for a very quick session, the qualifying for the sprint race, which is extremely valuable since each point earned in the sprint can be worth a lot in the fight for the championship this season. And of course, we bring you all the details of what happened in these three parts of the qualifying. But quickly, first of all, subscribe and activate notifications so you don't miss any details about the world of Formula One. And if you like videos straight to the point but full of information like this one, leave a like to support our work. Well, starting with the first part of the sprint qualifying lasting only 12 minutes, everyone went to the track immediately, taking advantage of every second to do their fast laps, since the time available in the practice sessions was very short and there were many questions in the air for this session. After all, Red Bull is full of updates. Ferrari has also changed its car a lot and McLaren has been more conservative, but it also needs to show performance if it wants to continue in the fight for the titles. And in those first few minutes, all cars were required to use medium tires, with Verstappen being the first to set a time with Max Verstappen, showing the team's rush and concern to show results and not take risks. And right after these first attempts, Verstappen's time was not good at all, falling behind slow cars like Haas and Red Bull's own B team, Racing Bulls, with the fastest at that moment being Lewis Hamilton from Mercedes, with Charles Leclerc in second and Lando Norris in third. Verstappen was only in 10th place. In the elimination zone were Esteban Ocon, Hülkenberg, Valtteri Bottas, Guan Yu Zhou, and Sergio Perez, who was unable to set a good lap and came in last. After that moment, several drivers decided to go to the pits to change tires and make small adjustments, while some went straight for a second attempt, like Verstappen, for example, who, without a good time, opted to try a new lap. The current champion managed to improve his lap time and moved up to third place, while Sergio Perez, who followed the same strategy of trying a second lap, moved up to seventh place, with neither of them having time to set new fast laps. With about 3 minutes left, everyone in the pits returned to the track for another attempt to improve their times. In this attempt, Alex Albon ended up making a mistake and spun his car, ruining his fast lap. And with the time up, Hamilton remained in the lead, with Leclerc in second and Verstappen in third. Eliminated in this first part were Guan Yu Zhou, who was the slowest, with Valtteri Bottas in 19th, Alex Albon in 18th, Esteban Ocon in 17th, and Oscar Piastri, eliminated in 16th, a poor result for the McLaren driver that could cost him dearly in the fight for the titles. Once SQ2, the second part of this qualifying session, began, lasting just 10 minutes, Lewis Hamilton led the pack towards the first attempts at a fast lap, with several cars opting to stay in the pits for a little longer, such as the two Red Bulls, the Aston Martins, and the Racing Bulls, for example. After the first few laps, Sainz took the lead, with Hamilton very close behind in second and Leclerc also close behind in third. With 5 minutes to go, the Red Bull cars went out onto the track for their attempts, with the rest staying in the garages and only waiting for the final seconds to go out onto the track. After his lap, Verstappen jumped to second place. Perez only managed the 10th fastest time, coming close to being eliminated, with the cars that had not set fast laps, including Gasly, Tsunoda, Lawson, Stroll, and Alonso, remaining in the elimination zone at that point. And after this single attempt by these drivers, the fastest was indeed Carlos Sainz, with Verstappen in second and Hamilton in third. And eliminated in SQ2 were Lance Stroll, who finished in 15th place, Gasly in 14th, Liam Lawson in 13th, Fernando Alonso in 12th, and Sergio Perez, again not doing well, eliminated in the second part and leaving Verstappen alone against Norris up front. In a surprise, Franco Colapinto, the Williams rookie, qualified for SQ3 with the 8th best time. Finally, we arrived at SQ3, which lasted 8 minutes and defined the top 10 finishers in Saturday's sprint race, with only George Russell, Lewis Hamilton, and Franco Colapinto taking to the track in the opening minutes, and the rest staying in the garage and saving tires for an attempt at the very end of the session. After the times of the three, Russell was the fastest, Hamilton was second, and Colapinto, who made a few mistakes, was in third for now. With 3 minutes to go, remaining cars took to the track, with Colapinto returning to the garage after ruining his set of tires, running out of time in this final part. Hamilton and Russell also did not make a second attempt at a fast lap and returned to the garage. And after this single attempt by all the drivers, Max Verstappen set an excellent time and jumped to first place, with George Russell taking the second fastest time and Charles Leclerc in third. Rounding out the top 10, Norris will be fourth, Sainz fifth, Hülkenberg sixth, Hamilton 7th, Magnussen 8th, Tsunoda 9th, and Colapinto 10th. So, in this way, Verstappen is doing very well and will be on pole position in tomorrow's race. But tell me, do you think we will have a good fight in the sprint race? And what did you think of Verstappen's good result? Is Red Bull back? Tell me your opinion in the comments.